Everybody's a bit of a cunt sometimes. Everybody's a bit of a cunt sometimes. We're bastards and we're gits. We're wankers and we're shits. But sometimes that is just one word that absolutely fits. Everybody's a bit of a cunt sometimes. A fact that any Catholic won't deny. I once shagged my girlfriend's sister. My gran's dead. I've never missed her. Ooh, what a cunt. Everybody's a bit of a cunt sometimes.
Seriously, Steve, fuck off.
Everybody's a bit of a cunt sometimes. Everybody's a bit of a cunt sometimes. See the beggar passing by, make a kitty cry. You're in your father's will, when's he gonna fucking die? Everybody's a bit of a cunt sometimes. Don't say you're not, you cunt, cause that's a lie.
You're a cunt.
You're a cunt.
You're a cunt. You're a cunt.
You're a cunt.
You're a cunt.
You're a cunt.
You're a cunt.
You're a cunt, says Dad. Cunt.
Well, you know what? That could be the Stonehead official theme song, but I'm just going to put a stop to all this salty, disgusting language. You know, there are children in the audience. What the hell is going on here? Stop it immediately.
I was justified when I was 5.
Yes, I am. The bitch is back. Well. Yes. How are you, honey? How are you doing? Excuse me, ma'am, with your headphones on. Stop looking at my package. My junk is my junk. I'm very private and shy. Get your eyes up here by my face. They're all the way up here. Stop looking at my junk. Anyway, how are you doing? What's going on? Did you have a good weekend? Yeah, you did. That's good. You like how I just answer for you? You're looking awesome, except for you. You don't look too good, a little pale. But everyone else here in the audience looks absolutely fantastic today for a crappy Monday. Anyway, let's see who's checking in, the roll call, if you will. We got Donna Nasty Barger. She's always here. Brandon Farmer, Peter Jenkins. I don't see Sonny, so that affords me the opportunity to do my Stonehead Jeopardy question. Before I do that, did anybody watch the Oscars, the Academy Awards last night? I even forgot it was on. I said this on Friday. Call me an old fogey, but I remember great movies in the past that were nominated for Best Picture, you know? You really couldn't decide because there were so many great movies like The Godfather and Jaws. It's incredible. And I don't know what has happened, man. I've never heard of these movies. It's almost like you got to be woke and somewhat douchey to win. It's like nobody sees these movies and they get nominated for Best Picture. I never heard of anything like this. I knew I was done when I saw a movie. I mentioned this some time ago. The Shape of Water. One of the worst movies I've ever seen, and the thing wins Best Picture. Is it me? You know, to me, a Best Picture is like The Godfather, Jaws, like I mentioned. I don't know any of these movies. I would never go see them. Of course, you know, like they wouldn't give an award to Top Gun, you know, for maybe scenery. That's about it. They threw, you know, because, you know, it's military. It promotes America, a positive outlook on America. The military's in good shape, fighting the bad guys. Well, we can't do that. It just doesn't fit the narrative. We have to have something where somebody's oppressed. Somebody had to cut off this pee-pee and become a woman, and therefore, wow, you got an Academy Award for that. I'm serious. That's what you need to do to win an Academy Award. All right. You know, we'll go through. I have a montage. Why don't we do this? Here, in case you missed it, and if you're even remotely interested, I have a montage of all the winners for the 95th Annual Academy Awards. Here we go.
For Best Animated Feature. And the Oscar goes to Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio for performance by an actor in a supporting role.
Performance by an actress in a supporting role.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh, Jamie Lee
Achievement in directing.
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert. For performance by an actor in a leading role. Brendan Fraser. For performance by an actress in a leading role. Michelle Yeoh.
For Best Picture, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
So the Best Picture of the year is Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. What the hell is that? I never even heard of it. What is it about? Does anybody know? Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Okay, that's the Best Picture of the year. All right, what the hell do I know? Anyway, it's nice to see Jamie Lee Curtis win an award because she's been in all those Halloween movies. You know, it's very frustrating running from a serial killer for like 30 years or so. Just saying. But she won not for Halloween, some other movie. I have no idea. So let's do it. What is the category today? The Oscars. The Academy Awards. 30 seconds on the clock, please. Thank you. I think this is a tough question, but just take a guess. There have only been 3 movies that have won all of the Big 5 Oscars. The Big 5 would be Best Picture, Director, Actor, Actress, and either Best Adapted or Original Screenplay. Now, don't even worry about this past year, yesterday, because no movie last night was nominated in all 5 categories. So I'll repeat the question, okay? Just take a wild guess. Only 3 movies have won all of the Big 5 Oscars. That would be Best Picture, Director, Actor, Actress, and either Best Adapted or Original Screenplay. Just name one for me, 1 out of the 3, and we'll declare you the winner. Come on back. We're going to have a hootenanny with some shenanigans. Let's rock. Ted Nugent. Well, I'll tell you what, that'll wake you up. It'll wake the dead, get the juices flowing there with the Nuge and Storm trooping on the Perry Stone Show. All right, so, I forgot to play my intro. I'm getting Joe Biden disease.
Well, bring out the gimp. I think the gimp's sleeping. Well, I guess you just have to go wake him up now, won't you?
The revolution starts now. I'm just a dirty white boy. Dirty white boy. Dirty white boy. Dirty white boy. Dirty white boy.
officially start the show. That was from Pulp Fiction, that great clip, The Gimp. All right, not too many people wanted in on this one. It was a very tough, useless Jeopardy question. Only 3 movies have won all of the 5 big Oscars: Best Picture, Director, Actor, Actress, and either Best Adapted or Original Screenplay. I just need one of them. Donna took a stab at it. So did Pete Jenkins. I see they both said Titanic. Hello, Bill Duff. What's that? What's Ben-Hur? Carolyn Fox said that. How you doing, Carolyn? Nice to talk to you over the weekend. You were very chatty this weekend. Chatty Kathy. Yes. She was all over the road this weekend. But I enjoyed our conversation, I think. I don't know. I had probably some martinis when I was typing away, so I don't know what the hell I said. But anyway, yes, Bill Duff, how are you doing? I'm glad you got here early. So, only 2 people decided to take a stab at today's Useless Stonehead Jeopardy question. Pete Jenkins and Donna Nasty Barger both said Titanic. Unfortunately, wah. That's incorrect. Only 3 movies, all big 5 Oscars. One of them was The Silence of the Lambs. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And Clark Gable, a romantic comedy called It Happened One Night. Those are the only 3 movies in the history of the Academy Awards to win the big 5 Oscars. So there you go. Titanic was a good guess. I'll give you that. So, okay. And once again, I'm really pissed off because, I guess the Academy doesn't like Perry Stone. Once again, they just bypassed my movie, Mr. Headball. I thought I would win Best Picture and Best Actor. My performance was amazing, so says my mom, okay? And she knows what she's talking about, but I didn't even get nominated, nor did my movie.
There is one heartwarming movie that's just been nominated for 5 Academy Awards, including Best Actor, Perry Stone, and Best Picture of the Year. Mr. Headball, the story of a man born with a head and 1 cojones. A story that will inspire you, and a performance of a lifetime from Perry Stone as Mr. Headball. Why won't you go out with me, Scarlett? I know why. 'Cause I was born with just a head and 1 cojones. I'm revolting, but I have a good heart. Say nothing. I'll just roll away. I will always love you, Scarlett. Goodbye. What did you do? You just ran over my dog. I'm terribly sorry. I just have a head and 1 cojones. Bijou is dead because of you. Someone call the cops. I better get the hell out of here now. A story of love, a story of faith and determination. You'll have a ball when you see Mr. Headball. Music from The Temptations.
Thank you. Yeah, the Academy screwed me over again. All right, so there you go, folks. Another Academy Awards in the bag, if you will. All right, we are going to celebrate birthday I missed out on Friday, and not well known, but boy, did he have an album or 2. They call him a genius. His name is Tom Scholz. If you're a fan of classic rock and really follow the band Boston, you'll know who he is. 76 on Friday, and I forgot to wish him a happy birthday. One of the greatest and best-selling debut rock albums of all time, Boston. Happy birthday, or should I say happy belated birthday, Tom Scholz of Boston. And from that great album, it's one of the great classic rock songs.
forget the day and dream of a girl I used to know. She closed her eyes and I slipped away. She slipped away.
A little Boston from their first debut album, and as I mentioned before, I love their artwork with the spaceship and the guitar and whatnot, but I didn't learn till maybe a year or so ago that it's an upside-down guitar. It never made that connection. I don't know why. It had flames coming out of it. Great artwork, as we spoke about ad nauseum many times. That's what made the buying of albums back in the day so fantastic. The artwork and the music, of course, the vinyl, and that's a great album cover from Boston. All right, Bill Bass joins us from Norfolk. How are you doing, my friend? All right, let's see what people have sent me. I thought this was interesting. I almost wanted to try it, but I don't buy Coca-Cola or any soda. I don't really have cans in the house. But listen to this. I thought this is fascinating. A little science on the Perry Stone Show today. Yeah, just check this out.
Some Coke left in this? Yeah. Do you know about how you seal it up? No. With a magnet? Watch.
No, you did not.
Look at that.
What?
Yeah, and then you can open it up again.
You know, I think,
Some Coke left in this?
Yeah.
Do you know about how you seal it up? No. With a magnet? Watch.
No, you did not.
I have never tried that, but now I'm intrigued to do that. Seriously, because how many times maybe we don't want to finish the entire can, right? Maybe it's a beer that, you have a Budweiser and you just drank half of it, although I don't know just who drinks just a half a beer. That's communism. But I'm serious. But, like for Coca-Cola or Pepsi and whatnot, sometimes you get filled up and you feel obligated. You got to drink it because you know it's going to go flat. But if that truly works, I think that's a game changer, don't you think? Maybe not. Well, like when you're out having a picnic or something like that, or you're having a festival of sorts with the neighbors and you buy all sorts of soda. All you need is a magnet and people will be in like Flynn. Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting. What do I know? All right, let's see what else was sent to me. And I thank you. Boy, did I get a lot. I asked for it on Friday, and boy, did I get a lot of videos and memes and things of that nature. You guys are unbelievable. This all has happened to us. This has happened to everyone.
Oh my God.
Oh, no. Oh, that's rough. That is rough. She could have said something when he sat down, but maybe, some people, where's Sonny? He would love this. Some people like to have people poop on them. I'm just saying. Yeah. No, goodbye. We saw this already. Thank you very much. Let's see. Let's move on to the next one. Look at that guy's face. Oh, boy. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Well, there's my Facebook. Okay. A little slow today. It's Monday. Can I tell you? Oh, Big Daddy's coming up. I always like this guy. He does some good reels, man. He really does. He's always watching TV and whatnot, or it's kind of kooky. Yeah. Taking it sweet time. What can I tell you? All right. Here it is.
How's that shelf coming?
Not so good.
Well, we can't just leave it like that. Here, cover with this poster. Do you hear that?
Weird.
Get the double-sided Doom poster only when you pre-order Doom at GameStop. Play, trade, save, repeat. Rated M for mature.
Okay. Thank you, Big Daddy. You do a great job. Love your reels. They're very, very creative. Coming up on the show a little bit later, folks, we have a new Yes song, as in the band Yes. I'll let you see. Oh, more Big Daddy. It's like me at the gym. Hey now. What the hell? I should probably get that music out of there. Eye of the Tiger. It's copyright. If I play too much, it'll be a holy war. All right. All right. Thank you very, very much. We'll continue with the show in a couple of seconds. Here's Baruch Assault.
Leave me lying here, 'cause I don't want to go. Leave me lying here, 'cause I don't want to go. Leave me lying here, 'cause I don't want to go. Tell me
Volcano Girls from Veruca Salt. I like the name of the cover band. They're called Temple of the Cat. I guess a little play on Temple of the Dog, a band that featured, Pearl Jam's Eddie Vedder and some others, Chris Cornell of Soundgarden, Temple of the Dog, and they named themselves Temple of the Cat to give, I guess, cats equal time here. Well, speaking of species, folks, do you have an attic? Do you have an attic? And sometimes you go up there, you try to find some stuff. Like me, I'm trying to get all my albums. I got thousands of albums I haven't listened to in decades. I know they're still good. I try to keep them preserved and whatnot. But sometimes you want to clean out the attic as well. Sure, why not? You're a homeowner. But then sometimes you find strange things up there. Maybe there's rats up there, or some people have found raccoons that are burrowing in there and starting a family. Of course, there's roaches and ants, right? But it is highly unlikely if you went to the attic you would find an alligator, right? You'd be wrong, because these homeowners in North Carolina went up to the attic, and there, sure enough, you can see, look very carefully as we roll this tape. You see his head sticking out there? Yes. Look at that. He's just hanging around there. You see him? That is unbelievable. Yeah, there's no audio with this, but what the heck happened there? How did he get up there? I don't know. Actually, I'm reading the article here. The construction workers were on a lunch break when they spotted the 8-foot alligator up there. So I don't know. He was hibernating, evidently. How did he get up there? That is bizarre. I don't know, man. That is one for the ages. All right, more animal stuff. Roosters are roaming a neighborhood. That's right, in Phoenix, deterring potential buyers. Damn roosters, cocks, you cocks!
If you take a drive through the neighborhood of 34th Street and Earl, this is what you'll find. Roosters and chickens all over people's yards, on roofs, and even crossing the streets.
They're fun for the kids, for everybody.
I've been here 50 years. The chickens were here before me.
Homeowner Andrew Trombetta explains why he believes the birds are still in the area.
They were here before the homes were built. There was 4 little farmettes or whatever, and they had the chickens, let them run loose. Once the homes were built, the chickens were still there.
The city of Phoenix says because the birds are feral and no one claims ownership, there is no code they can enforce. And Arizona Game and Fish says the free-range birds are out of their jurisdiction, while most neighbors seem to really enjoy their presence.
Other people drive around and just feed them like a petting zoo, like a drive-by zoo.
Realtor Sasha Blanchet says it has been a challenge to sell homes in that neighborhood.
Every time I was going to show the house, all my plants were pulled off, and all the geranium were pulled by all the chicken around.
He says some buyers don't mind the birds, but others are turned off by the noise and smell.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Like, if I'm searching for a home and there's a bunch of roosters doing their cock-a-doodle-doo, I'm not buying that home. Get rid of them. Cook them up. That's it. Come on. Poor guy's trying to sell some homes, and of course potential homeowners are going to be pissed off in that. Some people don't mind, but for me, I'm sorry. That would be a deterrent. I don't care how nice the house is. You know, you got roosters? What is this, a third world country? Get rid of them. We're better than that, right? I mean, I don't want them... You know what? Elizabeth Larney would take him in. Yeah, Elizabeth, you would take him in. This looks like Elizabeth Larney's house right here. Yeah, there it is.
There's probably a 10 to 20% corrections on the value, I would think.
Yeah.
Based on what I've seen in that particular neighborhood.
But for Michael Arizona,
we saw them whenever we moved in, so we're okay with it.
He says it's what makes their neighborhood unique.
Yeah, no, there's unique, there's different. That's a little bit too off the mark there, folks. Look at this. Look, I'm just asking you a question. Would you buy a home in this neighborhood like that? Yeah. Carolyn Fox says it's a cock block. Very funny. Oh, look at you. Wow. Carolyn Fox, but that is very, very good. Oh, boy. We'll make a radio DJ out of you yet. Cock block. Sorry. Put your hands together for the midget stalker. That is the joke of the day. And here I was going to do mom jokes in the 6 o'clock hour, but she beat me to it. I don't think I could top that one. A cock block. You know what? I see Sonny joins us. That's the worst thing you can do to a pal. On another note, the cock block. Or, women do that too. But I'm just saying, it is terrible. You're trying to get it on, and all of a sudden you just say something and you just prevent them from, banging. It's just that should be a crime. If I'm president one day, if you cock block, you're going to jail. I'm just saying. Oh boy. Pete Jenkins says, every time I call Comcat, that's my new superhero name. I am pussy. I am Comcat. Let's see. It sounds like the guy is working from a chicken house. Well, you know what? Pete, he probably is. Because are you getting an American? Because every time I call Comcast, I'm getting India or Vietnam. I never got it. And I always say, no offense, can you transfer me to somebody in the United States? Oh, no. It's like I'm in no, I can't do. You'd have no one working in the United States. They do, because they did it for me one time because I bitched and moaned. They do it. They just don't want to do it. They don't. They feel slighted that you don't feel they're adequate enough to fix your problem. And you know what? They're not. I'm not saying they're not nice people, but it's just like, I need to talk to somebody in America, please. I can't understand. What you put the cable, then you reset and hit control or delete. That's all. Did I help with the situation? No, you did not. Okay, well, let's try it again. You pull the plug out and wait 10 seconds. You put plug back in. It should work. I'll tell you what. I am going to shut down your whole system, and we're just going to reboot. No, don't do that. Don't do that. It's going to take hours to get back. No, we pull, we reset. Yes, Comcast, Xfinity. Their motto should be, we've got you by the balls, and there's nothing you can do about it. Danielle Dameron is here early. How are you, darling? Nice of you to check in. Very, very nice. Okay. You set me off there, Pete Jenkins, by calling Comcast. Okay. All right, let's get back to the music. Elizabeth Larney, you'll dig this one. Here we go. You are the big Lou Reed poobah in the town. Rock and roll, baby.
Jeannie said she's about 5 years old. You know there's nothing happening at all. Every time I put on the radio, you know there's nothing going down at all. Not at all. Well, once she puts on a New York City station, could believe what she heard at all. Not at all. She started dancing to that fine, fine music. You know her life was saved by rock and roll. Rock and roll. Despite all the amputations, you could just dance to the rock and roll station. It was alright. It was alright. She's about 5 years old. You know my parents be the death of us all. 2 TV sets and 2 Cadillac cars. You know they ain't gonna help me at all. Well, once she puts on a New York City station, couldn't believe what she heard at all. Not at all. She started dancing to that fine, fine music. You know her life was saved by rock and roll. Yes, it was. Despite all the complications, you could just dance to the rock and roll station. It was alright. station could believe what she heard at all. Not at all. She started dancing to that fine, fine music, and all her life was saved by rock and roll, rock and roll. Despite all the confrontations, you can just dance to the rock and roll station.
Enjoyed that, Miss Larney, as much as I did. Rock and Roll from Lou Reed and the Velvet Underground. Perry Stone here. Happy Monday. Crappy Monday. I know Mondays suck, but at least we get together and hopefully we make the day fly by with some strange talk, weird calls. Speaking about weird calls, I got a really nice email I shared with a couple of people over the weekend. You know, it's amazing. Sometimes you just... our friend Cosmic, I don't know if he's with us right now, but he sent a very nice email over the weekend, which I'm going to show you. It was very touching. It was. I sent it to a couple of Stoneheads. I just said, I got to share this with a few of you because it was a very nice email. Let me show it to you. Let me put it up on the screen. I bust his chops. Well, I bust everybody's chops, really. That's what I do. I bust chops. I bust my own chops, for crying out loud. But Cosmic is an unusual Stonehead, always has been, from the minute I walked into Charlottesville doing radio. But he sent this really nice email out. He says, "Hey, Perry, Cosmic here. Listen, thanks for taking my call regarding Jeannie Harper. I didn't mean to sound sappy. You made some people cry. They were weepy. That's right. A lot of people were weepy on Friday. But I did appreciate her remembering me from the old days of 3WV. Those were good times. And I'm glad she's doing well. I've gone through a lot since those days, but we're all still here, and that's a blessing. We as Stoneheads all have one thing in common. We're all patriots. We all love our country. We all have a common love in that music that you play and we love, and most of all, Perry, have that certain charisma as well as being such a great listener that brings all of us together. Thank you, brother Cosmic." That was very nice. It really was. I got this on Saturday, and I was very touched by that. It's nice. Really is. So thank you very much, Cosmic. I really do appreciate it. You made some people weep on Friday. But it's good. If we can brighten your day up, I know you've been through hell and back, as most of our Stoneheads. We all have, our troubles in the past, or maybe currently, and we all have skeletons in the closet. I am no exception. And, sometimes we have this little thing, this little get-together, and it makes things better for 3 hours. Also, they say. So I really do appreciate that. All right, let's go to some memes here now. I thought this was hysterical, whoever put this together. I said no. No in the butt. I love the turd comes out. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. All right. Here's a piece of information. Meta, they're having some problems. That would be Facebook. They're having some issues. And so now, I read this article, Meta is exploring a new social network that could compete with Twitter. Interesting. Going after Elon Musk. This would attract some of the Twitter users who are looking for alternatives after Elon Musk took over and changed some of the site's rules. The project is being led by Instagram head Adam Moser, whoever that is. So there you go. They're exploring that possibility. You know what I say? The more the merrier. More the merrier. Maybe they'll allow us to stream on the new Meta Twitter. The more the merrier. Competition is good. You know, we talked about Comcast before. You know, when you're the only one, literally, in a lot of these towns, it's a monopoly. And they can get away with treating you like shit. They do. Their service sucks. You know, they're expensive. But you know what? What are you going to do? When you have only one company, they can just take their foot off the pedal and just say, hey, whatever. What are you going to do? You're going to leave us? You're not going to have any TV. You're not going to have any cable. Okay? So competition is good. It makes everyone better. So I'm all for that, Mark Zuckerberg, if you're listening. Yeah, I know you do. Now, here's something interesting. There was a massive wedding over the weekend with an incredible dinner that they served the guests. I mean, really incredible dinner. I'm not going to go through the actual menu, but here again, spelling, checking your spelling is very important. Okay, sliced dick liver pate, char-grilled ciabatta. Can I have the sliced dick liver pate, please? Yes. It was supposed to be duck liver pate, which I've never eaten. They say it's pretty good. Yes, but somebody didn't check the menu, so there they had the wedding ceremony, and everybody's having a good time, and everybody looks at the menu, and excuse me, waiter, what is the sliced dick liver pate? Oops. Missed the spelling there. Gotta check, folks. Although the sliced dick liver pate sounds quite interesting. Oh, this was funny that J.C. Hill, I had nightmares about this. I watched the Flintstones over the weekend. Fred and Barney getting it on. Don't be surprised. It's right there in our theme song. We'll have a gay old time. Speaking about cartoons, really dolls, you know what today is? Of course you don't. It's National Ken Doll Day. Ken Doll Day. Let's celebrate, folks, with a little ditty here, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, Barbie, want to go for a ride?
I'd like to, Ken, but you've got no stick shift.
I'm a Ken doll. I'm no fun at all. You know I'll fail ya. Got no genitalia. I've got plastic hair and just a lump down there. Lack of manhood. Can't do what a man should.
Too bad, Kenny. You ain't got any.
I'm a Ken doll. I'm no fun at all. You know I'll fail ya. Got no genitalia. I've got plastic hair and just a lump down there. Lack of manhood. Can't do what a man should. I'm a guy and I'm shy, but I guess you know why. 'Cause Mattel, what the hell? I've been neutered.
That's why I have to try just to do it myself. Just my luck. Batteries not included.
I can't touch. I can't play.
Not with me.
I wonder if G.I. Joe is gay.
What good would that do you?
I'm a Ken doll. I'm no fun at all. You know I'll fail ya. Got no genitalia. I've got plastic hair and just a lump down there.
Ew.
Lack of manhood. Can't do what a man should.
Too bad, Kenny. Ain't got any. Too bad, Kenny. Ain't got any. Too bad, Kenny. Ain't got any.
Okay, Barbie, you need to rub it in? Yeah, like there's anything to rub.
No kidding.
All right, happy Ken Doll Day. Please give that doll some genitalia. In other news, we touched upon this last week, Stoneheads. You know, everything is woke, particularly at Disney. They have really, really become woke. I mean, over the top. Woke on steroids, if you will. Zippity Doodah. They are now removing that from the set list at Disneyland's Magic Happens Parade. Zippity Doodah is a Disney song from the 1946 film Song of the South. Well, there you go. Anything with the South conjures up images of slavery. So, yes, they're going to eliminate Zippity Doodah. Now, what is the song about, Zippity Doodah? Well, it's a song about being optimistic, has nothing to do with slavery. But yet they're going, now look, in the long run, who really gives a crap if you never hear zippity doo-dah again? But it's just the whole process. It's like, it bothers me because why? Why are you giving in to these douchebag woke people, you know? It's supposed to be a song, a happy song about optimism, not about slavery. Well, here on the Perry Stone Show, we'll play zippity doo-dah.
Sunshine heading my way. Zippity doo dah, zippity yay. Mr. Bluebird's on my shoulder. It's the truth, it's actual. Everything is satisfactual. Zippity doo dah, zippity yay. Wonderful feeling, wonderful day.
All right. So you get the idea. It's a very, if you just heard the brief lyrics there, it's a very positive song, you know, about the day. But because it's associated, you know, the song of the South and anything to do with the South is now deemed to be racist, okay, because of, you know, slavery and whatnot. So it's a shame. And again, in the long run, nobody's going to miss zippity doo-dah at the Disneyland parks. But it's just, can somebody have balls to tell the woke people, shut the F up? Find something to do. Get laid. Go to a ball game. Go to the bar. What the hell is wrong? It's just these little minute douchebags. Seriously. It's not like a big group. They find, I guess they sit and they find, wait a minute, maybe we gotta eliminate this. We gotta eliminate that. We gotta do this. Shut the F up. We gotta grow some balls in this country. That's all I have to say. Big balls. Huge testicles. That's what I'm talking about. All right. I think I need my shades. It's getting a little bright in here. Yeah. Which is the title of our next song, ladies and gentlemen. The future's so bright, I hope it is for the United States. Sometimes I'm not so sure. I gotta wear shades, baby.
Study nuclear science. I love my classes. I got a crazy teacher who wears dark glasses. Things are going great, and they're only getting better. I'm doing
right, Timbuk 3 was the name of that band. They had a semi-hit with that. Gotta wear some shades. Well, did you get acclimated to daylight saving time over the weekend? Something bizarre happening. I have this alarm clock that is, I've had it for many, many years, but it does one thing that's very bizarre. It does. It always changes like the day before. You're supposed to change it like before you go to bed, like on Saturday night, right? Say about 10 or 11 o'clock, you go to sleep, you wake up, and, you change it. But it automatically does it for me by my bed. And you think I would have learned my lesson. So on Sunday, I wake up, and it's like, well, actually, it was Saturday, excuse me, Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. I wake up, and I said, holy shit, oh, look what time it is, And then I went in the kitchen to get some coffee, and it was like 5:30 when I thought it was 6:30. And I was like, the clock did it to me. It like F's with me. It just does it a day before, and it throws me off. So I was up. I couldn't get back to sleep. So I have this weird clock and whatnot. So today's show is being brought to you by Daylight Saving Time. Yeah.
Today's show is brought to you by Daylight Saving Time. My boyfriend told me he wanted to have sex Saturday night at 1:59 a.m. just so he could brag that he lasted an hour and 2 minutes. Oh boy.
Thank you for that. Here's an interesting story out of California, Sonny. You may be interested. Why? Because you're from California, I guess. An elderly man survived almost a week in his car, stuck in a snowbank, living off croissants and candy. Here's 81-year-old Jerry Joulette's grandson, Christian, talking about his grandfather surviving this horrible ordeal.
He didn't think the storm was going to be as bad as it was. As he left about 30 minutes from the house, I believe he slid off the road and got stuck on the side. And that's when the blizzard hit. Finally, I prayed about it hard. And the next day, it was the most beautiful day we've had in weeks. And they were able to get a helicopter out there and rescue him.
Interesting. Now, here's another good feel-good story. Okay, I'm going to post this picture here, and you will be amazed. Look at this guy. You want to talk about Weight Watchers and Nutrisystem trying to lose weight. This guy was, check it out, 649 pounds. And he dropped 400 of them. That's what he looks like on the right side now. I mean, look at that. Look at the comparison. 649 pounds. And look, it's like a different person. Now, what did he do? Did he go on Nutrisystem? Did he go on Weight Watchers? No. This is a dude from Mississippi. As I said, he dropped almost 400 pounds in 3 years, keeping a promise to his grandma. Here's Nicholas Kraft.
The doctors told me if I don't do something about my weight issue, I was going to end up dying between 3 to 5 years. So I made a change. It scared me. I had to do something about it. I had suicidal thoughts before, too. I talked to my grandmother. She's the one that really pushed me at the beginning, too.
Can you imagine? I can't even fathom 649 pounds. How does a person look? I understand weight is an issue for many of us, okay? So you gain a few pounds here, a few pounds there, okay? 649 pounds. What happens to the psyche that you get to be so obese? I mean, I'm surprised he lived that long. I mean, he's doing great now. Kudos to him. 649. In 3 years, 400 pounds. Good for him. Absolutely great. Now they should hire him, somebody, for marketing purposes, how he did it, I just think. But of course, they want you to buy all those foods with the chemicals in it so you lose weight, which you do, but you can't be on those foods forever. You can't. And then you put the weight back on. But anyway, kudos to that dude over there. Let's see. Sonny was talking about the big snow in California. Tahoe Basin has a huge amount of snow, and this is happening to people out there. I'm waiting for the Donner family situation to happen again. Oh boy, yeah. California experiencing some very, very bad weather there with the snow, as some other parts of the country. Yeah, I understand you folks in Virginia got some snow. Yeah, I saw all these pictures people sent me. Yeah. So, yeah, it's tough. You know, as I said before, beware of the Ides of March. You know, a couple weeks ago, we were experiencing, you were, if you're on the East Coast, surprisingly 70-degree temperatures, and I was too. And then it's freezing outside here. Yeah. But we were just talking about that poor guy that lost 400 pounds. Yeah, I'm hitting the gym. I'm feeling really good. I get up in the morning and whatnot. And, yeah, sometimes you wait for a machine, okay, and people are just, you know, abusing it. And, you know, I'm a nice guy. I don't say anything. So this woman, I was trying to get on the medicine ball. And, yeah, I don't know. Can I have the medicine ball, please? Ma'am? Ma'am, can I use the medicine ball? I mean, you've been on it for like an hour. I don't know what kind of exercise this is, but okay. Thank you very much. When you're ready, of course. And do me a favor, clean it. That's the other thing that really gets my goat. When people use these things and they're spray, they leave you spray and towels so you can clean up after your sweaty bummy. You know, this girl just pissed me off. She's just gyrating on there. I don't even know. Is this an ass exercise? I don't know what kind of exercise this is. But I needed that medicine ball. Clean it up, honey. Clean it up. Disgusting people. That's all I have to say. Yeah. Anyway, I had to stare there. I had to stand there for like 40 minutes just watching her so I can get on that damn medicine ball. People are just rude these days. That's what it comes down to. Yeah, I had to stand there. Here come the cops. Okay. All right, we'll be back in a moment, folks, so stick around. Let's see what we have. All right. I thought this was great. This restored my faith in the youth of America, the future of America. Here are these kids doing a great Guns N' Roses song. Keep in mind, that's middle school right there. You know, the guitarist is pretty damn good. The lead singer, kind of cute there, holding her finger out like that. Performing in a large auditorium like that is pretty good. Nice job. Middle school, folks. Yeah, good job. Good job. Sweet Child O' Mine from GNR. All right, let's see what people sent me. You know, I have to give her due. Donna Nasty Barger always wakes me up, as you know, at 5:30 with some pictures here to get the juices flowing amongst other parts of my body. So let's look at today's...
I am flesh, bones. I am skin, soul. I am
I could see Danielle Dameron and Elizabeth Larney wearing that outfit. It'd be very, very nice. It would look good on you, gals. Seriously. Yeah. I could see her, Elizabeth Larney, feeding the horses in that outfit. Very, very nice. And Danielle giving me a proctology exam. Yeah, in that outfit. It'd be kind of cool.
Harder. Ooh. Fucking hit me harder. You asked for it.
Yeah, this is the dark side of Ronald McDonald when he gets off of work. He gets a little kinky.
Harder. Ooh. Fucking hit me harder. You asked for it.
Wow. I'm loving it. Very nice. Let's see what else was sent to me. Oh, this is precious right here. This is precious. Oh, Lord. Here we go, folks. All eyes on your computers. Here we go. Nice. Very nice. Thank you very much again. All weekend long. That's all I do is watch your videos and memes and select the best. Now, okay, we showed you the photo of the 8-foot gator in someone's attic, right? So people, I don't know, are just stupid, okay? Just stupid. What in the world is this guy thinking? He must be drunk.
Please, doggone.
See there? Your friends tried to tell you. See, y'all call it karma. I call it see there. See there? You should have let that thing alone.
Yes.
That thing wasn't bothering y'all.
Right.
And you done went over there and tried to stab it. It showed you got to be more careful. I bet you will leave it alone next time. See there? Lord have mercy. Y'all better stop, think, and breathe, and make the right choice. And the right choice is leave these animals alone. If they ain't bothering you, don't you bother it. See that?
Yes, sir.
Sit down somewhere.
Let's look at this again. Just for shits and giggles.
Please, doggone.
Sometimes you root for the animals to win, right? You just root for them. Because if people are stupid, then that's, that's on them. Maybe God put them on these people on the planet to feed the animals, the sharks. You go in when the signs clearly say don't go in the ocean, there's sharks, and you go in, then you root for the shark. You take a selfie with a bear, you root for the bear. In that case, I rooted for the gator. Little Jeannie Harper sent this to me. Wow. Okay. Check this out.
Rolling Stone. Heaven help us, baby's got her blue jeans on.
Wow. I mean, that takes some effort. I mean, that takes to control your breasts, man. I don't know if every woman can do that. I've just muted the song so I don't get thrown off there. Is she a Patriots fan? Does that say Patriots? New England Patriots? Huh. How many ladies in the audience can do that with their boobies? Asking for a friend. Just asking for research purposes. All right, one more. Let's see here. That takes some Take some ability there. Okay.
I was at Target the other day getting some toilet paper because hot girl it too. Tell me why the only toilet paper that they had in a 4-pack was this. What the fuck is this? This is not even a full ply. This is like wiping your ass with a ghost. This is like wiping your ass with a whisper. It would be more effective if I went outside, spread my cheeks, and let the wind wipe my hole. It would be more effective if I used cotton candy. Whoever invented this shit obviously wants me to finger myself. Because the moment I use this shit, 2 digits at least are going past the sphincter. They're like, oh, it's got 1,000 sheets per roll. No, it's the width of 1 atom. Oh, it's septic safe. It won't clog all of the sewers. I don't give a fuck about the sewers. My hole needs something stronger than this. I need something with girth, not whatever the fuck this is. I'd rather wipe my hole with sandpaper than see this toilet paper in my house ever.
You know, I'm just going to make this recommendation, sir. You know, there are other types of toilet paper. Yes, the cheap one is wiping your ass with Casper the Friendly Ghost. It's nearly invisible, and it breaks up while you're wiping your ass. It comes off, and it tears, and the next thing you know, you're giving yourself some anal. But there are, you know, there are some good quality toilet paper out there. You just have to look around. Different. Just saying. All right, we're back in a second, Stoneheads. Coming up, I will debut. I have just a little bit. I can't play the whole thing, of course. It looks like Yes, the band Yes, has announced a new album, and I have the first song. I listened to it. I'll let you decide whether you like it or not, okay? So that's coming up in the next couple of minutes, so stick around. Yes has a new, it's their 23rd album, by the way. That happens next, amongst other craziness, so stick around. Here's an oldie, but a goodie, and a creepy song, too. It's a
I am the god of hellfire, and I bring you fire. I'll teach you to burn. Fire. I'll take you to learn. I'll see you burn. You fought hard, saved and earned, but all of it's got to burn. And you mind your tiny mind, you know you've really been so blind. Now's your time, burn your mind, you're falling far too far behind. Oh no, oh no, oh no, you're gonna burn. Fire to destroy all we've done. Fire to end all you've become. I'll feel you burn. You've been living like a little girl in the middle of your little world. And your mind, your tiny mind, you know you've really been so blind. Yes, your mind, your tiny mind, you've fallen far too far behind. Fire! I'll teach you to burn. Fire! I'll take you to learn. You're gonna burn. You're gonna burn. You're going to burn. Burn, 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 burn.
Looks like someone's on meth. I wouldn't know. I never tried meth, nor do I want to. Die Krups is doing that cover of a classic song, Fire, on the Perry Stone Show. Let us welcome, I think we have someone new that just checked in, Chris Keys Herbert. How are you doing, Chris Keys Herbert? Nice of you to join us. All right. So here it is. If you're a big Yes fan, and I understand they're a polarizing bad, because, I don't know, for some reason, people either love them or they hate them and whatnot. Prod rock, if you will. I like them. Yes has announced a brand new album and dropped a new single. Here's the new song, Cut from the Stars, off the band's 23rd album. It will be called Mirror to Sky, which will be out May the 19th. Here it is, just a short little clip of the new Yes song. Here we go.
Starlight gaze out, walk about, international dark sky bar, desert twilight, second sight, international dark sky bar, reach out, further when life is all around, shadow effect from the stars.
Well, it certainly sounds like Yes. I'd like to hear the whole song, which that's the only clip I have, folks. It'll be interesting to see and hear what they sound like after all these years, their 23rd album. Now, on Friday, if you were with us, I showed you the photos of, I guess, a threesome that went wrong. There they are. It happened again. These people are trying desperately to get a threesome together, and it just doesn't end well. Amid claims about, quote, a little dick and a stank pussy, I'm just reading the article, don't shoot the messenger, a sexual threesome dissolved into a violent encounter that resulted in the two of the participants, a woman and man, in handcuffs. Yes. According to the arrest reports, the threesome occurred early Monday at a residence in the Florida Keys. This is the second time in 2 days they've tried to hook up the couple. And, that's rough. That's rough. Claims about, quote, a little dick and a stank pussy. You know, if you're going to have a threesome, make sure you're okay with your own genitalia and make sure you clean your pukalali, ladies. Yes, that's a nice term. Pukalali. Clean that if you're going to have a threesome, all right? So it escalated. As I mentioned on Friday, it escalated, and now they tried it again, and it just didn't work. The woman who they brought home, that would be the woman on the bottom there, told the officer, can you imagine this? You're a police officer. Officer, Stephen had a little dick, and his wife had a stank pussy. Oh, really? And he's writing this down. You can't make this stuff up. Guys, if you're listening in the Florida Keys, do me a favor. Give up the threesome, okay? It didn't work Friday. It didn't work Saturday, okay? It's just not happening. It's not happening. I hear the Florida Keys is kind of a wild place. Yeah. So there you go. They tried it for a second time, and it just did not work. All right. We'll see if they go for 3 times for a threesome. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just following up on these stories, folks, because I know that you're interested in seeing all this stuff. All right. What else do I want to show you today? All right, let's get back to some of you. I have so many viral videos here that you sent me. It's crazy. And coming up, I have some information about Mexico. Why? Because we're approaching spring break. Don't go there. Tell your kids, please don't go. It's very bad. So here we go. Now, speaking about small dick, this is a terrible joke. I don't like this joke. I really don't. Here we go. Please don't try this. I think this is very mean.
NANI?!
I'm sorry. There's nothing funny about that. Okay, guys are they're very sensitive about that stuff. You don't play with that. That's not something you do. That's ground for divorce. Just saying. Just kidding.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm playing football.
You ain't playing football.
You just watched me throw a touchdown. I'm most definitely playing football here.
You know I downloaded the app, right? So I can see everything.
Huh?
What the hell are you doing?
See, that's the problem with this whole thing. These gamers, you can watch porn, and, if your wife comes home, because women don't do this, or maybe some do it, but mostly guys are going to put on porn and reenact the scenes, okay? It's so awkward. It really is. It's not intended for pornography. You play games, you golf, you play tennis, baseball, football. But then, of course, guys are going to go, wait a minute, this is kind of boring. Let's try something different. Let's call up Pornhub. All right, let's see what people are saying. I know Elizabeth Larney digs yes, like I do. I do like yes. Elizabeth Larney says, I lived in the Keys for several months. I find that to be a very fascinating place. Again, I've never visited there, but it seems like sort of like a party. I get the impression it's like a, wild parties, if you will, like those crazy threesome people who are trying desperately to get it on. Yeah, but it doesn't work out. I would imagine. Did you have any wild times you want to share with us, Miss Larney? Did you get in any trouble? Any bizarre things happen to you in the Keys? Do tell. If you want to share, we love people who share little stories like that. Just saying. It's a place that I'm not sure, but I'd like to visit and maybe retire in the Keys. It just seems like a cool place. It's beautiful. It's warm. And it seems like there's a lot of freedom, a lot of freedom. I could be dead wrong. I don't know. Maybe it's a shitty place. I don't know. A year ago to the day, it snowed like a banshee here. It snowed like a banshee. And so, here's Homer. And as I put a certain amount of happy watching your dog enjoy the snow. Here's Homer a year ago enjoying the snow.
Come here. What are you doing?
I don't know what he sees, why he's going to the gate. I don't know, but here he comes. Yeah, there he is. A year ago, we got dumped upon with some snow. And here's Homer enjoying. Dogs love snow. It is so, it's very entertaining, especially a dog for the first time. They don't know what it is, The dog for the first time doesn't know. What is all this white stuff? And it's freaking cold, but I want to run through it and play. Yeah, there's Homer a year ago. God bless him. Yeah. Haven't had any snow here, but I know you guys did in Virginia and, of course, in California. Sully from Godsmack celebrated a birthday. Why the hell not? Let's celebrate with him.
tired, baby. Yeah. Breathing life into your lungs. Are you the man? You the man? You the man? You the man, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do like I told you. Stay away from me. Never misunderstand me. Keep away from me. Do like I told you. Stay away from me. Never misunderstand me. Yeah. Keep away from me. Oh yeah. Never misunderstand me. Never misunderstand me. Never misunderstand me. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Sully from Godsmack on Friday turned 55. Can you believe that? Well, Elizabeth did answer our question. She lived in the Florida Keys, home of the threesomes. She lived on Colombian coffee and drugs. What kind of drugs, Elizabeth? What drugs did you do? Inquiring minds want to know. Wow. Did you have a good time, though? That's the question. It sounds like if you lived on Colombian coffee and drugs, good gracious. I would assume it would be cocaine, okay? Because you really don't eat a lot on cocaine. Colombian coffee and drugs. I could be wrong. I don't know. Whatever drug you did. Let's see. Today, they finally made a day for Perry Stone. That's right. I'm so proud. Today is Smart and Sexy Day. Every March 13th. No. But it has to be for women. It can't be for guys. Once again, how many days do women have? Can't there be I'm sorry. We are pumped to celebrate the skills, quick wit, and ingenuity of magnificent women in their various career fields. Do you know that according to research, women constitute about 49% of the global workforce? And the number is set to increase as women have been actively seeking jobs and employment opportunities in recent times. It's all about the women. They control everything. The pukalali. Just telling you. Yeah. This is very interesting. Would you consider yourself a liar? Okay. Now look, we all lie. There are little white lies. That's racist. Why are they white, the lies? Can't there be black lies? Black lies matter. Yes, but we all lie. And sometimes we have to do it, okay? But some people are compulsive liars, right? Psychopathic, sociopath liars. Some people insist they never lie or claim that they're terrible liars, but they have no problem checking that box confirming that they have read the terms and conditions. There's a new list. See if you fall into this list here, folks. There's a new list online of questions people rarely answer honestly. Here we go. Number 1, how are you? Fine, how about you? You never say, I'm feeling like a piece of shit. Really, you always say, I'm fine, right? So we lie. We're not fine. I'm having a crappy Monday. I had a crappy weekend. How about you? Are you fine? We lie about that. We always answer, well, you're fine. Number 2, did someone pass gas? It's typically you. If you actually say it, that it's 9 times out of 10, it's you. How much alcohol did you drink each week? Now, that's always an awkward situation, at least when, and I lie, when I go to the doctor's office, you have to fill out a list of things. Do you have this disease? Do you that disease? What medicine you're on? And then it comes to the question, how many drinks do you have per week? And you never want to put down, like, I drink every night. I have 6 bottles. And you always say, a drink here and there. Drink here and there. And if so, what? You never put down hard liquor, because that's what it says, hard liquor. maybe a glass of Chardonnay or a Merlot, right? So we lie about that. Number 4, these are lies we rarely answer honestly. What are your sexual fantasies? Or any question regarding pornography. What are your sexual fantasies? Okay? We all have sexual fantasies. Don't lie. Each and every one of you. You may want to, come off as prudish, but you all have sexual fantasies. I do. It involves all you stonehead ladies. That's for another show. Number 5, how much do you weigh? Or how old are you? A lot of people don't like to give their age and they don't like to give their weight. So they lie about it. Another lie, how many people have you slept with? I've lost track. No, it's bare minimum for me. I don't have a number. I never kept track. Some people do. Oh yeah, I slept with 54. If you're Gene Simmons of Kiss, well, yeah, I slept with over 5,000 women in my time. That's right. The women were very attracted to my large tongue. So yeah, the actual number was 5,016. Yeah, I stopped at 5,016 while we were on the road. Let's see. How was school? We lie about that. Are you mad at me? Oh, boy. In relationships, are you mad? No, I'm not mad at you. Why do you think I'm mad at you? A lot of standard interview questions like, tell us about a time you had a conflict in the workforce. That always comes up in job interviews. Tell me about the time you had a conflict in the workforce. I feel like saying, yeah, I remember one time, I killed the employees because I couldn't stand a sorry ass, so I took out my gun and blew his head off. Next question. I handled it. I'd like to do that just to see what the reaction is. Are you kidding? Am I? Yes, I actually. And then the next one I can go to the next interview. This is if I won the Powerball, just to mess with people. So, Mr. Stone, I'm looking at your resume now. Tell us about the time you had conflict in the workforce. Well, there's this one little incident I had. I was at a job interview, and I didn't get hired. So I took out my Magnum, and I just blew his head clean off. I mean, his head was like a pumpkin. It just splattered all over the place. And then I left. I went to Applebee's and had some chips and dip. You're hired, Mr. Stone. Did you get my message? We lie. These are things that we lie about, okay? We all are liars to some degree. You can't just sit there and say, well, I don't lie. I don't lie. I'm better than that. Yeah, all right. Let's see. What can we play next for you nuts? You want to do some Heart? Ann and Nancy Wilson? Why the hell not? This is a deep track. It doesn't get played on the radio, so we'll play it here on the Perry Stone Show. If looks could kill. Wait till your father gets home.
If I was you, I really could. I'm a little less blind than I was before. I can see right through your design. It looks like you'll be lying on the floor. You'll be begging me, please, please, baby, don't hurt me no more. It looks like you'll be reeling from the pain, and you never lie. Oh, yeah, it looks like you'll be lying on the floor. You'll be begging me, please, please, baby, don't hurt me no more. It looks like you'll be reeling from the pain, and you never lie. Oh, yeah, it looks like it looks like
Heart If Looks Could Kill. Nice little version there. That's Animalize, the name of the tribute band, Animalize. How you doing, Bill Duff? Thank you for joining us again. All right, we're talking about a little bit of the new drugs that are coming into the country, and it's really, really sad and very, very dangerous. We all know about fentanyl. We have the open borders, so it's a free-for-all, and people are dying, so, you know, if there was only a way we could stop the influx of these drugs coming in, if only there was some kind of border wall, or if there was some, I don't know, soldiers that could prevent people from coming in, at least being vetted, it would be so awesome if we could have the ability to do that. But alas, we don't. So we're just going to have to deal with it, man. But it is a sad situation how many people are dying out there. There is evidently Philadelphia is experiencing something called the zombie drug. Trank, it's called. Not crank. We all know what crank is, I think. But it's called Trank. Yeah. I have no idea. It's it looks like it's a combination of heroin and fentanyl. Oh, my God. Good gracious. So we do have a news story here. It's happening in Philadelphia, and certainly if it's happening in Philadelphia, it's going to segue into New York and Boston, and before you know it, it'll be all over the country. This is Trank. Now, maybe this is old news. I don't know. I never heard of this drug, but let's watch the news here, folks.
Alarm bells are sounding in Philadelphia about Trank.
You'd see people kind of like walking around looking like animals when their knuckles are touching the ground.
Now Art El Malik's hands and knuckles are swollen to 3 times their natural size from exposure to the animal sedative xylazine, street name Trank.
When I was leaving, somebody took samples, and that's what got me stuck, man. They had samples of pretty dope.
The xylazine now mixed into 90% of Philadelphia's fentanyl and heroin supply, drugs that drive fatal overdoses.
Adding a horse tranquilizer, something more sedating, makes it feel like it lasts longer.
But now fentanyl addicts newly addicted to xylazine, seen nodding out and falling over along Philadelphia's notorious Kensington Avenue, are also developing dangerous sores on their bodies.
Next thing you know, you wake up with these big holes all over you, these sores in your legs and wherever. They just pop out of anywhere.
Have the doctors told you that you could lose your leg?
Yes.
And that's not enough to get you to stop?
Trying. It's a lot easier said than done.
Art El Malik knows infection could precede amputation.
Yeah, I mean, there's a possibility. Yeah, it's a possibility. A lot of my friends have lost their limbs already.
Withdrawal symptoms associated with Trank can be brutal.
I tried like cold turkey, man. I had a seizure and everything.
You had problems on your legs?
I did, man. I had like a hole in my shin, and I could literally put 2 fingers in there.
We noticed one young man in a wheelchair missing his left foot. A federal law enforcement source told Pix 11 News vials of xylazine have already been found in New York City stash houses that produce drugs, and it's spreading to other states.
Last I heard, it's probably at least 36 or so. It's spreading pretty rapidly.
Even though the animal tranquilizer xylazine is causing some people to lose their limbs here in Philadelphia, It is not listed as a controlled substance in the United States. The Drug Enforcement Administration does not regulate it.
A non-regulated supply, there's going to be anything and everything.
How can I help you? Prevention Point Philadelphia has nurses helping with wound care, nutrition, and clean needle supplies. But the drug dealers abound on Kensington Avenue. Ralph Dixon, a lifelong Philadelphia resident, told us he's never seen anything like what's happened with Trank.
There are no place for these people. That stuff is like eating this stiff Russian way. It was probably too potent for a human being to be taken anyhow.
All right, there you go, folks. It's Trank, as in tranquilizer. Man, oh man. You know, it's amazing how all these drugs are created. It really is. I mean, obviously, we know about horse tranquilizers, and that was a thing, but the fentanyl, I mean, they're getting more and more dangerous. What was really, really enlightening about that, first of all, did you see all the people hanging around? I mean, it looked like a war zone. It did, and they're like zombies. And you get holes in your limbs. The guy said he could put 2 fingers in his leg. That is, that's very alarming, man. That is. Drugs are not good, folks. But certain drugs are okay. You can't really consider, I guess you could. Some people would say cannabis is a drug, but so is alcohol, right? But some of them are just more deadly than the others. I'd never heard of that. Trank. I've heard of tranquilizer. I've never Trank, a zombie-like drug. Wild. On another note, news item here. We talked about it. If you follow the news, tragedy in Mexico where the drug cartels basically run that country. It's a nice country, and people go there to vacation. They have lovely beaches, but the drug cartels control everything. And our government has said repeatedly, and now more than ever, don't go. Don't go. Avoid Mexico. Some will say, well, you got to know where to go and where not to go. They're all over the country. I'd be scared out of my mind to go to Mexico right now. It happened again. 2 sisters from Texas and a friend are now missing in Mexico after they crossed the border last month to sell clothes at a flea market. Okay. Now, last week, the abduction of 4 Americans in Mexico that caught the attention of everybody received an avalanche of attention and was resolved in a matter of days. But the fate of the 3 women who haven't been heard from in about 2 weeks remains a mystery and has garnered relatively little publicity, folks. So I know the kids like to go on spring break, but you know what? Is it really worth it? Is it really worth it? I'm sure we have some people in Mexico. They're going to be insulted now, but nothing to be insulted about. You guys got to clean up your act, okay? The drug cartels run that country, and everybody knows it. And don't go over there, man. Just don't. People are going over there for cheap surgery. People have died on the table from doctors that are quacks, but they offer low prices, and people go there and think, oh, this guy's qualified. No, and people have died on the table. The point is, do not go. We have lovely beaches here in the United States, or if you have to travel, go anywhere. Go wherever you want to go. Go to Paris. Go to there's lovely, but go to Italy. They got water over there. I know Mexico is a lot closer, but Mexico is just a deadly place right now. They control everything, the cartel. I think I have to be a little bit more, as a public servant of their ways, I have to be a little bit firmer in scaring people not to go to Mexico, right? Here's my good friend from the drug cartel to tell you what it's like.
Hello, Pedro Stove. It is your buddy from the Mexican drug cartel, Juan Hernandez. We hear you talking about spring break for the college kids. We would like them to come to Mexico because we have a few issues. First of all, we run out of meat for the burritos and the tacos. So we gather as many students and we chop their meat up and we put them in the burritos. It's very, very tasty. We also use the heads. Yes, we decapitate body, use heads as keychains because sometimes when we shoot up our rival gang members, we forgot where we put our keys, and that doesn't end up good because we die. So we carry their heads around with the keys. This way we know all the time where the keys are. Also, we want some of the college girls with the big boobies. Because what happens, we use the breasts as sombreros because it gets hot here in Mexico and we're running out of sombreros. So please come to Mexico. We make nice tacos and burritos out of you and nice breasts for sombreros. Enjoy show, Perry. Bye-bye. Come to Mexico.
Wait for it. Stay out of Mexico. Thank you. Here we go. We'll get back to our song, but now here's a moment with our good friend Cosmic. Good afternoon, Mr. Cosmic. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, Perry. Hey, on the topic of going to Mexico.
Yes.
Well, hey, on a serious note, those three women that went over there for a flea market or whatever. I mean, think about it logically. They were originally from Mexico. They were living in Texas, so they'd gotten U.S. citizenship. They decided they were going to drive to a flea market back in their home country of Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm guessing that the automobile, which I believe they said was a Silverado pickup truck,
yeah,
they're going to drive back into Mexico with a vehicle that I'm guessing has got Texas tags on it. Okay, all right. Mexico, which is run by the cartel, they're going to see a vehicle with United States tags on it from Texas. All right. So it doesn't really matter if the people in the vehicle are from America or if they're.
Well, yeah, Cosmic. The point is that there are a lot of Americans that are kidnapped. This isn't the first time. It won't be the last time. And when our government clearly sends a message, do not go to Mexico, spring breakers.
Exactly.
You know.
Well, my point being is that those three ladies, they were, what, in their 40s, 50s, whatever. Okay, nice looking ladies going to a flea market, a flea market 3 hours away, which is kind of silly.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. They actually, as far as the drug cartel are concerned, driving a vehicle that's got registered, it's got Texas tags on it, I'm assuming. They to the cartel are like traitor, excuse my French, bitches to them.
Mm-hmm.
And the way I'm looking at it, you're not going to see, I hate to say it, you're not going to see those three ladies again.
I hear you. And
All
also, the drug cartel said something, saw that on the news, that you bring it up, that they mistook the ladies for rival gang members, and that's why they did what they did. Someone from the drug cartel said they mistook the van or something like that when they were driving as rival runners or whatever, because there's gangs there. They're rival drug cartel gangs.
They could have been mistaken for that, yes. Because Mexican ladies, Mexican descent in a pickup truck. I can see where you're coming from with that. Yeah. But if their intent was to drive 3 hours to some town in Mexico to go to a flea market, that was really foolish of them. I hate to say it.
Yeah, it's foolish to be there in that country. It's a shame. I have nothing against the Mexican people or the country.
No. And places like Cancun, the normal places that people that American tourists go, the hot spots for tourism. It's a shame And I agree with you and most common sense, American people. Stay the hell out of Mexico right now.
Yeah, it's dangerous. They're very dangerous. It is. Have you ever been to Mexico? That's a good question. Have you ever been there?
I've been to Cancun, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, they do say you gotta. There are certain places you can go as opposed to not going, but people stray. They do stupid things. They get drunk.
They still have the level. I think in Cancun, like the level 2, and they're saying to stay at your resort. Perry, I still stay kind of somewhat alert of what's going on, and they're still saying that at nighttime, don't go downtown and all that good stuff. I mean, and to make sure your insurance is intact and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, they're pretty much telling these youngsters, stay the hell out of Mexico.
Here's the thing, and here's what the cartels are doing when they're not killing. This is the thing that they do. They look for Americans, kidnap them, and say, we will release you, but you have to go to the ATM machine. And what happens, they deplete their life savings, and you just pray. You pray that they let you go and not kill you. That's what they're doing.
They don't take a machete and chop the friggin' head off, Harry.
Yeah. So it's wild stuff. Cosmic, thank you so much for the email. I know you're coming in late, but I did post that email that you sent me. Very, very touching on Friday, and we showed everyone the email. Very, very nice. Do appreciate it. Hello.
Well, thank you, Perry. And hey, I was thinking about somebody today, and a song did come to mind, and I know you like the Allman Brothers. Hey, listen, a lot of those Southern bands, Leonard Skinner and all those, Molly Hatch and all that, they all kind of got their debut at a little place down in Jacksonville, Florida, Jacksonville Beach, as you probably know.
Yep.
But how about Melissa?
That's a great song. Yeah, great song.
I happen to know somebody named Melissa, and she meant a lot to me. And I'm in one of those moods.
Okay.
So your audience will probably enjoy that.
I much appreciate it, Cosmic. We'll get that on for you in a couple of minutes. Until then, I love you. Okay, you have a good one.
Love you too, brother. Take care.
Be good. All right, well, a little serious stuff. The point is, even if they say go to the hotel, don't go out at night, just stay in your hotel. What kind of vacation is that when you're paranoid? And what kind of vacation is that? Don't go outside the hotel. Stay in your why bother? My question is, we got beautiful beaches here. You can go anywhere. Mexico, not a place you want to go right now. Just saying. All right. Speaking about that, I'm on a Mexican radio. Yeah. Bueno, chiquitas.
It's a riddle. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Well, we need more of those guys, the Border Patrol, at our borders. But, yeah, ain't happening, folks. It's bad. It is bad. Don't get me wrong. Legal immigration is okay by me. Welcome. Welcome to the United States of America. It's the people who are not vetting that are coming in with the dangerous drugs like fentanyl. And our government's not doing much about that. Not doing much about it. So it's a very sad situation. And I said last Friday, we were talking to Nasty about it. I saw a very alarming map of our country, and I did not believe what I was watching. There are about 200 drug cartels here. They're cells here, which we know about all over the country. You name the state, they are there. They're occupying our states. Every single one. In certain states like Virginia, there's multiple drug cartels. Did you know that? You could be living next to a drug cartel. It's crazy. Why are we doing anything about this shit, man? We're letting China take over. Yeah. As a matter of fact, somebody said something very interesting about, those balloons. Bill Duff, you'll be intrigued to hear it. I don't know if it's true. Not a conspiracy theorist. But someone, and our government knows this, supposedly, those balloons that were being flying up and down the West Coast, East Coast, the first one, and maybe possibly the others, we are under the impression they're collecting data from us. But they said, according to a government official, that's not what they were doing, the Chinese. They have cells here, and they're giving information about their next step, what to do. Have you noticed all these train derailments? Is it just a coincidence? There's been, all of a sudden, trains are derailing and this and stuff. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but, the more information, the better. The more information, the better. So anyway, I leave that for you. Brandon Farmer had a good night. He had Mexican takeout Saturday night, as close as I'm getting to Mexico. You're a lot safer, Brandon, if you do that. Wow, I love Mexican food. Are you kidding me? That's good stuff. But not exactly the perfect dish to have on a first date. There's a lot of comes out of your pores, you stinky farting.
Right. Let's rock and roll.
Request for Cosmic Great Almonds.
Crossroads seem to come and go. Yeah. The gypsy flies from coast to coast, knowing many, loving none, bearing sorrow, having fun. But back home he'll always run to sweet Melissa. Yeah. Freight train, each car looks the same, all the same. No one knows the gypsy's name, and no one nears his lonely sighs. There are no blankets where he lies. Lord, his deepest dreams, the gypsy flies to sweet Melissa. Shining through his head, fear not and have a care. So pick up your gear and gypsy roll on, roll on. Crossroads, will you ever let him go? Yeah. Will you hide the go? Or will it lie beneath the clay? Will his spirit float away? But I know that he won't stay without Melissa. Yes, I know that he won't stay without Melissa.
Nice little version of a sweet song, Melissa from the Allman Brothers Band. I was intrigued here. We were talking, if you're first tuning in, about some of the lies that we tell, and they're white lies. Yes. How are you doing? I'm fine. Nobody ever says, you really want to know? I feel like shit today. You always answer, I'm fine. How are you? You fine? Good. Okay. Yeah. So I'm intrigued here that Danielle Dameron had a paranoid coworker at work ask I and others if we were talking about him. I didn't lie. You're so pure, Danielle. It's scary. I said, yes, we talked about you all the time. He asked, what were you talking about? And then I lied. I thought you don't lie. Okay. Told him we talked about his sexy buzz cut. I couldn't think of anything else to say. 'Cause the truth would create a hostile work environment. Wow. Okay. Wow. You could just say, are you paranoid? We're not talking about you. Wow. But okay, you lied. Did that make him feel good that you gals were admiring his sexy buzz cut? I don't know. You know, Danielle, be very, very careful. Someone like that who's paranoid could take that the wrong way. He can go to HR and say, this woman, Danielle, and her friends sexually harassed me. They said I have a sexy buzz cut. I am not a piece of meat. I'm more than that. I'm a good worker who doesn't need to be harassed by these hussies. Be careful. You think I'm joking. I am, kind of tongue-in-cheek, but you know, we are all walking on eggshells these days. The slightest wink, the slightest compliment, like, hey, you look good today. What are you saying? I don't look good the other days, but today I look good? What about yesterday or a week before? Was I ugly then? See how they turn things around? And before you know it, you're fired over stupid shit. I'm not exaggerating. People have been fired over this stuff. I was insulted. My sexy buzz cut. Just be careful, okay? Just be careful. That's all I'm saying. All right. What else is going on? Let's take care of some more viral videos. What do you say? All right. Let's see where we are here. Okay. I joined a couple of more groups. Why, I don't know, because I'm bored. The more publicity, the better. That's what I have to say. Okay, Brandon, Get ready for you to laugh and to give me chit, okay? Because I know how much you love the New York Yankees, okay? Look at this idiot. Are you ready?
So sexy, Christian, dame Fendi, mi amor. La fiesta VIP, modelo Louis V. So sexy, Christian, so sexy.
Yeah, look at that. Got Yankee belt on. What kind of outfit are these? Oh my word, we're doomed. And I thought that went away, the pants down. I thought that was like 80s, 90s cheat. But I guess it's coming back in style. Everything's coming back in style. Look at this. What is his junk in that? He's holding his junk in that package? What is that? You put your junk in there and you walk around. I got to wear that. I got to wear that at the grocery store, the Costco. It has a zipper. That's the most intriguing. Forget about the New York Yankee buckle there. That is intriguing. Why? I don't know, because it's fashion and it's art. So let's see, you carry your license plate with you. It's a bag that has your license plate on it. Okay, why not? You know the sad truth, Stoneheads? Someone, a fashion designer somewhere, made a lot of money designing these things. And I don't know who buys them. I haven't seen anybody purchase these, but they come up with the crazy ideas and they make money. What is this guy doing? What is he holding there? It looks like the rim of a toilet seat. All right. All right, this is you know what? Out of all the crazy outfits I just showed you, this seems to be the most normal. The New York Yankee belt buckle hanging down to his knees. Oh my God. Go Yankees. That's my winner right there. I want that. I want that for my birthday. Here come the cops. Yikes. I could see Bill Duff wearing that while he's hunting. Yeah. You could put a little gun in there next to your pee-pee, Bill Duff. Yeah, you could put your White Russians, your alcohol in there next to your pee-pee. You could put a whole bunch of stuff in there. It's sort of like, you put your wallet in there next to your pee-pee, everything. That's a great idea. You go up to the bar, you unzip. Excuse me, I'm unzipping. I'm going to get my wallet out now. Oops, my junk just fell out. Excuse me while I whip this out. Damn, I got to get that. Put some loose change in there. That is crazy. All right. Let's see what we have here. This is amusing, I believe. I don't know. I don't want to give credit where it's not due. I don't know who sent me this, but this is very amusing. Check it out.
Where's you going?
Dad, I'm out of here. This condo is haunted.
Haunted? This place ain't haunted.
It ain't haunted? Dad, every night around the same time, all I hear is this on my wall.
What the?
And then all I hear is a girl voice saying, it's yours. And then every time I say, what's mine? She never answers.
So you know why she'll answer? Because you tripping, son. Ain't nobody... Oh, my God. This place is not haunted, man.
It's not haunted, Dad. It happens around the same time at night, and it only lasts 3 minutes. And after the 3 minutes go, all I hear is you screaming, I'm coming! And then all I think to myself is, he's just gonna leave me here? And then he's just gonna go with the ghost? Like, I'm out of here, man.
Where you going?
Go to my mom's house.
Oh, I'm pretty sure your mom got ghosts too then.
Well, she do got ghosts, but you know what the difference is? Every time her ghosts come at night, she put them out.
Get your ass over here, so you don't...
Wow. Out of the mouth of babes, huh? It happens a lot because parents can't keep it down. The kids wake up and they hear banging and screaming, and you know what's going on there. Very funny, very funny. Let's see what this is.
In the beginning, we were all fish, okay? Swimming around in the water. And then one day, a couple of fish had a retard baby, and the retard baby was different, so it got to live. So retard fish goes on to make more retard babies, and then one day, a retard baby fish crawled out of the ocean with its mutant fish hands and it had butt sex with a squirrel or something and made this retard frog squirrel. And then that had a retard baby, which was a monkey fish frog. And then this monkey fish frog had butt sex with that monkey, and that monkey had a mutant retard baby that screwed another monkey, and that made you. So there you go. You're the retarded offspring of 5 monkeys having butt sex with a fish squirrel. Congratulations.
I can't take it anymore!
Yep, you see? I knew that would happen. In the beginning.
All right, well, there's the how we all evolve, ladies and gentlemen. Let's review again.
We were all fish, okay? Swimming around in the water. And then one day a couple fish had a retard baby, and the retard baby was different, so it got to live. So retard fish goes on to make more retard babies, and then one day a retard baby fish crawled out of the ocean with its mutant fish hands,
Right.
and it had butt sex with a squirrel or something and made this retard frog squirrel. And then that had a retard baby, which was a monkey fish frog. And then this monkey fish frog had butt sex with that monkey, and that monkey had a mutant retard baby that screwed another monkey, and that made you. So there you go. You're the retarded offspring of 5 monkeys having butt sex with a fish squirrel. Congratulations.
Yes, that is the teacher from South Park. All right. Well, that's how maybe we were created, you know? Maybe that's more truth than not. Just saying. All right. One more? Sure. Oh, this is priceless. I like this comedian right here. This is good. Enjoy yourself. Watch this.
Now, finger blasting is a term that is sexual and immature, but I would identify men as being sexual and immature. Guys come up with terms like that. Finger blasting, donkey punch, dirty Sanchez, gorilla mask, raccoon, angry pirate. Do you all know what an angry pirate is? When a guy ejaculates in a girl's eye, kicks her in the shin, and she's hopping around. Arr. I mean, that's genius. We give out Oscars, we give out Emmys. Where's this guy's award? That's hilarious. Angry pirate. I'm from Pittsburgh. I never even heard of the Angry Pirate.
That's interesting. That's right up Sonny's alley. The Angry Pirate. You got to try that. So you have sex. You put. All right. Could you review the Angry Pirate? See, Sonny, this guy made your job easier. We're dealing with the Urban Dictionary term of the day. The Angry Pirate.
Finger blasting is a term that is sexual and immature, but I would identify men as being sexual and immature. Guys come up with terms like that. Finger blasting, donkey punch, dirty Sanchez, gorilla mask, raccoon, angry pirate. Do you all know what an angry pirate is? When a guy ejaculates in a girl's eye, kicks her in the shin, and she's hopping around. Arr.
All right, so we have to try that at home. The Angry Pirate. You kids try that, okay? Let me know how that works out for you. Here's mud in your eye. Oh, wow. The stuff we learn on this show, it is priceless. The Angry Pirate. And what girl would ask for the Angry Pirate? My kind of girl. That's who. All right. Let's get serious here. Let's rock out a little bit here. I think you all know this one. You should anyway.
Now that we know that it's true, don't you know the kind of man I
38 Special, done by Brother Maven. Brother Maven. That comes from the Donna Nasty Barger playlist. Yes, very good version of that one. That was a big song back in the day. Alrighty. I do have a letter of the day as soon as I get through all this craziness that I'm trying to re-cue here. Hang on. Let me just put that on there. Okay, there you go. All right. So I see that Sonny has the Angry Bulldog. Okay, this I guess is an Urban Dictionary. I'll wait on that since we just had the. I don't think anything could beat the Angry Pirate. That is wild. Honey, could you come over and do the Angry Pirate? I'd like that. Kick me in the shin. You know, put your man juice in my eye and then kick me in the shin, and then I'll say, "Arr!" Wow. That's a party waiting to happen. All right. So let's do an email of the day. Thank you very much.
You've got mail.
Here we go. A fascinating email. Dear Perry Stone, I was heading to Paris as part of a college graduation present from my parents. My dad booked a window seat for me so that I could see the lights of Paris as we landed. When I got on the plane, a little girl was sitting in my seat, and her dad was in the middle seat. I looked at the dad and pointed out the window seat, saying that I think it was my seat, expecting him to move his daughter. The dad did nothing. Instead, he just pointed to the aisle seat that was free, gesturing that I should take it instead. When I just stood there, the dad looked at me right in the eye and stated the obvious. She's a child. Not wanting to make a scene, I took the aisle seat but messaged my dad to tell him what was happening. My dad told me to ask for my seat back because he paid for it, and it wasn't a free seat. After a few minutes, I built up the confidence to tell the girl's father that I wanted my actual seat. The father was not happy at all, but he obliged. His daughter started crying, which agitated the father even more. I felt terrible, but my dad told me to hold my ground. The father made a few rude comments throughout the flight to let me know he wasn't thrilled with my request. I felt so bad and wondered if I really did the right thing. I feel like a jerk. Am I? By the way, the Paris lights at night were amazing. All right, so you want to know if you were a jerk. No, you're not a jerk. Your father paid extra money so you could be in the seat so you can watch the bright lights of Paris. Now, that being said, this wasn't a situation when you had a small, the father and daughter, where the daughter had to sit a couple of rows back and was kind of, because, kids could be afraid of a plane ride. It's intimidating. And so in that particular case, if somehow, some way, the dad is sitting in one row and the daughter, the young girl, the daughter is sitting like 2 rows back, yeah, I give up the seat. But just merely she wanted to look out the window while your dad paid for that, okay? No, sorry. No, you were in the right. Don't feel like a jerk, okay? I'm sorry. And that guy was being an a-hole. He was being an a-hole. If he was that concerned about having his young daughter, looking out the window, guess what? He should have paid for it just like your dad did. Okay? So, yes. So, no, you're not a jerk. You're fine. Okay? Thank you. I hope it helped you out there. That was an easy one, okay? I don't know what people are doing, man. They just not thinking. Anyway. Oh, boy. Do I even dare do the... All right, let's. I gotta prepare myself for these Urban Dictionary things. So let me do this. I'll be right back, and I'll do the thing here, folks. The Angry Bulldog. So we had the Angry Pirate. Now we have the Angry Bulldog. That's coming up next. Find your way back to the show, please. Find your way back. the Jefferson Starship, Find Your Way Back. Always love that song. I love the Jefferson Starship, love the airplane, just me. Pete Jenkins, I have your request on deck, so stick around. Joe Rogan, you know him, right now, currently, still has the #1 listened to podcast, okay? He has some really great guests on, and he's come under fire for some of his opinions, we'll say. I know how that is, but company sticks with him. They've tried to remove him from Spotify for some of the things, particularly about taking the vaccine during the COVID pandemic, which has now come out to be somewhat false, as we discussed before. The origins of it, people were slammed for saying, how dare you even imply that it was developed in a lab in China. Now we're starting to learn that quite possibly it was, more than likely. That Dr. Fauci fooled a lot of people. You must take this vaccine, you must take another booster, you take 5 of them, and many people lost their jobs, like nurses. We've been through that. Danielle Demer knows that very well. So the crap that they put us through, and Joe Rogan, his job was on the line because he kind of went through some of these things, and people were outraged that he would even dare talk about it. For millions of viewers, listeners, how dare you even think about saying those things, right? So the reason I'm bringing up Joe Rogan is because evidently, and I'll ask you a question, is there a family member that you no longer talk to, that you don't get along, whether it be Thanksgiving, Christmas, or you just in general do not talk to them anymore? It's kind of sad here. Joe Rogan came out on the air and called his father a psychopath, a sociopath. Can you be both? I guess you can. He's an a-hole, every name in the book. Just went after his dad on the air in front of millions of viewers. Well, his dad took to Twitter to respond. He's a Pittsburgh Steeler fan. Well, that's strike one. So here is Joe Rogan's dad going after his son. And the woman you're going to see in this video is actually Joe Rogan's sister as well. But that is Joe Rogan's dad. Here we go.
Lied about me. Your father. If you lied about your father, what do you give up the world? I'm tired of it, Joe. I just had enough. If you can't talk to me face to face, you're a punk ass. That's all you are. You got all the money, everything, but you know what you don't have? You don't have no heart, and I'm going to tell you something else you don't have. You ain't got 2 balls. I don't want to talk to your father because you couldn't handle me. 81 years old. You couldn't handle this guy right here. And when you said I beat up kids, I beat up other women, Joe Harrison was, when you farted in your house, they knew next door. How could I get away with that?
My real father was crazy. He was like a psychotic person. He beat the fuck out of my mother.
Like he would be the type of... You owe me a big apology.
Joe, you were taken away at a very young age, okay? Unfortunately, you did not get to grow up with the man that we were fortunate enough to grow up with, that my kids are fortunate enough to grow up with.
Smacks women, beats the shit out of kids.
When he went to college for acting, he had to take up drama.
Beats the shit out of them. So I went from living around these Italian, New Jersey psychopaths.
You said the Italians in North Jersey were psychotic? A lot of the Italians. Joe, I'm 81 years old. I never met a psychotic Italian.
These crazy-ass Italian psychopath Italians over here, you know what? We know one thing for sure. We know family. We're not caught up in the bullshit over there in Hollywood and all that, bro. We down to real roots, okay? And this man is the real root, brother. You always revert back to your roots, Joe. What you doing, man? Sit on the other side of the table, my man. No cameras, no nothing, bro. And not me. Don't worry, I won't be here.
I'm sorry that all this happened to you. From the bottom of my heart, I am sorry. Because you will never know what you have missed out on in life. I love when I see the comments. They just want the money. They want the money bag. I have a box, Pandora's box. And if I open it, Joe, things would get really ugly. But see, we don't roll that way. Us psychopaths from New Jersey, we don't roll that way.
Italian psych.
Wow. Absolutely wow. Family can be tough. That is wild. It is. Hey, look, we're not there. We don't know. We don't know. But there is some bad blood going on there in the Joe Rogan family. See, I don't know. Sometimes we air out our dirty laundry here, but not really dirty. It's just, we're being honest about stuff. But we don't air out, dirty laundry about our families, going after fathers and mothers and all that stuff. That's pretty, and doing it in front of millions of people, that's pretty rough, But anyway, to each his own. Hopefully they will work things out. The father seems like a decent guy. Those guys from New Jersey, those families from New Jersey. Let me tell you something, because I lived in New Jersey. And, they are tough people. They are. New Jersey people are tough. Okay, so anyway, I thought that was fascinating and very, very revealing. All that shit is happening. Good gracious. All right. We'll be back. We got some Stonehead news on the way, but first, let's take care of a request. More Allman Brothers. Pete Jenkins. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Craig Bacon on the drums.
Awesome. Awesome, Pete Jenkins. That was a good jam. I know some people out there really loved it. Getting a lot of thumbs up for that one. Yeah, we love the Allman Brothers. All right, did you hide the kids? I have to get through this. It's another edition of the Urban Dictionary, folks. Okay. It's a short one, different type of, I mean, well, let's just get to it. All right, these things are crazy. The angry bulldog, when mooning someone, take your pecker and nutsack and tuck them between your legs, then pull your ass cheeks apart, resembling an angry bulldog. Okay. There's your Urban Dictionary term of the day. Well, I'll have to try that. The angry bulldog. Really?
Sheepdog, standing in the rain. Bullfrog, doing any gain. Some kind of happiness is measured
Well, now, the Angry Bulldog. That, of course, the Beatles off the great Yellow Submarine album. Always loved that song. We just talked about Mexico. Thanks to our friend Isaac from Mexico who took part in the making of that video. Boy, that guy looks like Paul McCartney. All right, quickly, let's do some Stonehead news. You must be informed.
From NBC News World Headquarters in New York, this is NBC Nightly News. Reporting tonight, Harry Stone.
I see Elizabeth Larney wanted to hear some Grateful Dead. Tell me which tracks from the Dead, and we'll play that tomorrow. Because I do like the Grateful Dead. I've got Grateful Dead T-shirts, so yeah, tell me which songs from the Dead you'd like to hear. All right, in the news, today is National Napping Day. National Napping Day. If you're having trouble falling asleep, just rewatch last night's Oscars. Recommendation from your pal Perry. Today's show is being brought to you by the Oscars. Do you like spending 3+ hours being told how to think and what to do? Boy, do I have a show for you. The Oscars. Today is Ken Day, okay? When it comes to plastic guy dolls without genitalia, I prefer G.I. Joe Day. He's a lot better looking, and he served our country. What did Ken do? A WWE fan proposed to his girlfriend on Friday night's SmackDown. There's no word which Waffle House the reception will be at. I'll keep you posted. Voters in Oklahoma rejected legalizing marijuana. Oh, well, there goes my spring break plans, responded nobody. Oklahoma. Daylight saving time started yesterday. For our clocks, it was spring forward, not to be confused with the next time President Biden goes up the stairs on Air Force One. That's fall forward. A cocaine shark movie is in the work. It sounds so bad that Nicolas Cage and Liam Neeson are already fighting over who stars in it. Good luck. By the way, Cocaine Shark is also Hunter Biden's Secret Service code name, just so you know. Arkansas passed a law making it easier to exploit child labor. China says, not here. And by the way, your new iPhone, Perry, will be ready Friday thanks to a 6-year-old come some young guy. Oh, come on, some young guy. Wow. Interesting name. A Mississippi man lost, as we mentioned before, 400 pounds to keep a promise to his grandmother. The promise? To stop breaking the furniture. Good news for anyone getting a March Madness vasectomy this month. Careful. A new study found your odds of ending up with chronic scrotal pain are much lower than experts thought. Only around 1 in 1,000, just so you know. Scrotal pain. It's the name of my new garage band, Scrotal Pain. If it seems like people are dumber than they used to be, maybe it's because we really are getting dumber. A new study found America's collective IQ may be dropping the first time in almost a century. Have you heard people? Have you seen people lately? Is it really a surprise that we've become dumber? Did you know people started celebrating Thanksgiving in Canada in 1578? That's 43 years before the Pilgrims started celebrating it here in America. Fascinating, huh? I don't know if Danielle Demrin's with us. But anyway, if she's not, it doesn't matter. It's another edition of Mom Jokes. Are you ready? Be prepared. This is almost, it's almost like Sonny's Urban Dictionary. I feel that I have to hide the kids, or at this time, hide the adults. They're so bad. But anyway, it's for the inheritance, so we have to do this. The patient, doctor, I think I'm hard of hearing. The doctor says, can you describe the symptoms? A guy I know got a job running the farm for Old MacDonald. He's the CIEIO. Old MacDonald. Just one more and we'll be through with the torture. I tried playing hide and seek in the hospital, but they kept finding me in the ICU. Did you get the ICU? Who's calling me at the end of the show? It's Cosmic again. Oh, dear Lord. What is it, Cosmic? What's happening? I'm almost ready to say goodbye. What's happening?
I know. What's this IQ stuff you're talking about, Perry?
The IQ is they did a recent study, and it seems like we are, as Americans, getting dumber. Our IQs have decreased. They have declined, so we're getting dumber, supposedly.
We're getting dumber.
We're getting dumber, yes. Dumber.
That don't sound nice.
Well, I don't make this stuff up. It's true.
Well, who's calling me dumb, Perry?
I'm not calling you dumb. It's a survey. It doesn't mean what. Are you paranoid? You're very smart. You're the smartest person I know.
Well, I don't claim to be the brightest light bulb in the pack, Perry, but I ain't stupid.
I didn't say you're stupid. It's just a survey that they did. It, because people are seemingly getting dumb. You know why? Does it surprise you? Look what they're teaching in our schools.
What are you telling me that dumbass Biden is calling me stupid? I mean, he's like the commandant of this damn country or whatever. You telling me he's calling me stupid?
I don't know if he called you stupid, and I'm not sure this was a survey done by President Biden. Doesn't sound like. I just think basically the.
Because I tell you what, hey, he ain't got to worry about falling forward on that damn staircase going up to the Air Force One. I'll kick his ass backwards.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I think you are a very smart man, and I have somebody on the phone. It's good that you called. That is very smart, and I'm going to hang up. I'm going to let you listen to her. I think I found you the perfect woman. You're both smart, and this woman is very smart. Okay.
Oh, come on now! Don't be. Hey, it's the end of the program.
All
don't
right.
go.
That's okay. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. I have to go. My bowels are moving, but I have the girl on the phone. All right. I have to go. Bye. Goodbye. There you go. Here's a date for Cosmic.
Over the past few years, I've been involved in 3 separate car accidents involving deer. Each of these incidents, they've occurred shortly after I saw a deer crossing sign on the highway. It seems to me that so irresponsible of us to allow these deer crossings to be in areas where these deer are so likely to be struck by oncoming traffic. You think they would put deer crossings maybe, in smaller towns, maybe during at a school crossing. It would be a safer place for them to cross. They can direct the deer population anywhere they want to by moving that deer crossing sign. Why in the world would they place it on the highway or the interstate?
Date for Cosmic. She'll be in touch shortly. I will touch you tomorrow, I promise, in areas you love to be touched. Until we meet again, I love you, Stoneheads.